So this is the second part, part two of learning to read Let's Eat, which is the fourth story in the lesson 18 portion of our unit for Decodable Reader. This is grade 1. And you don't usually do it in two parts, but I got a phone call, and when I paused it midway, I didn't do the technology well, and so I'm having to do it this way. So we're going to go ahead and practice the contractions that are in this story. So one is he will. He will. Can you think of something that means the same as he will, a contraction? Were you thinking of he'll? Yes, and this is a contraction. Let's put this down a bit. That way you can see that these are contractions. These are contractions. I think I'll put this over here. So you'll see that the ones on this side are. So he'll means the same as he will. Okay, we would. What's a contraction for we would? It's a little word that means the same as we would. Weed. Weed. All these letters, O-U-L, they were eliminated. It's actually W-O-U-L. It only has 3 letters left. Where all of these came out, there's a mark, a punctuation mark, and that is an apostrophe. Weed. Okay, this words, these say she will. What's a contraction that means the same as she will? She'll. And so what letters are we missing? We have she, but we don't have W-I. So where the W-I got popped out, we have an apostrophe. Okay, let's have a look at these words. We also have some contractions that use, well, you'll see. Is not means the same as isn't. So in is not, the O is what gets taken out. And where the O used to be, there's now a punctuation mark called an apostrophe. Isn't. And notice there's like a whole finger space underneath it. Isn't. You don't put any letters underneath the apostrophe when you're writing contractions. Okay, what this says did not, which contraction means the same as did not? Did you say didn't? You're right. And again, the O is missing in not, and we have an apostrophe there. And then we have this word a couple times in there too. Let us, like let us eat. What is a short word that means the same as let us? Let's. The U popped out, and we put an apostrophe in its place. Let's. Okay, so now we're ready to read our story. Let's eat, part 2. Let's eat. Okay, ready with your fingers? Let's see how many words you can read today. Ready, go. The day had ended. It was time to eat. Nell had a plate filled with meat. It's time to get Ben, said Nell. He'd hate to be late. While Nell was out, Fay came in. Fay had a pot filled with rice. She put rice on a plate. Nell likes rice and peas. She'll like this, said Fay. While Nell was out, Blaine came in. Blaine had a pot filled with beans. Blaine put beans in a big dish. Ben likes beans. He'll like this, said Blaine. Oh, there's Jess with her grape juice. Then Jess came in. Jess filled each cup with grape drink. Nell likes grapes. She'll like this. She will, said Jess. Nell and Ben came home. "Isn't this a treat?" asked Ben. "Yes, it is," said Nell. "I didn't make this, but I know who did." Nell gave Ben a note. "Please come quick. Let's have fun. Your pals, Nell and Ben." Nell set 5 gray plates and 5 red cups. Ben went and got Faye, Blaine, and Jess. Nell, Ben, Faye, Blaine, and Jess had a fine meal. "Let's clean up," said Jess. Under each plate was a thank you note. So maybe while Ben was getting Faye, Blaine, and Jess, maybe she was writing other notes to put underneath the plates to say thank you for giving them all that extra food and for being their friends. So I hope you learned a few more words there. You can look at the link underneath this one in your Google Classroom and get to the slides for this story and practice it 2 more times for fluency. All right, toodaloo.